of passing knee shield. So last time we looked at getting to the home base position. So we looked at, Carl can have his knee high, right, which usually means he's going to win the underhook and get to his knees and play a lead half guard. He can play it more in your belly, or he can play it at your hip. He can play it with open legs, or just touching feet, or he can play it with crossed ankles, and he's really clamping in. We'll look at that in a minute. So if he hasn't crossed ankles, so we looked at last time how to get to home base position. If Carl's knee was low, it's hard for me to turn into home base. So we talked about how it's just, lift your hips, it'll be your belly, and then I can drop into that position, and then I can walk my leg out and start to free my leg. Sometimes that's difficult. You get people you can't get past this knee shield. So think about this. We talked about this in week 1. Carl wants to stay on the side. He wants to win an underhook, and he cannot give up head control. Okay, all those 3 things are unacceptable for Carl. So because he's connected to me, he can't really stop me changing the angle and starting him to flatten him out. So there is a knee bar we can go for on the bottom leg. From here, if he's just switch positions, if he's playing it without crossed ankles, more than likely he's going to L-shape his foot. So the way I've put the shoelaces of my foot underneath Carl's calf here, so it's hooked in, and then I'd reinforce it with my foot here. Okay, so I'm really connected here. So he's either going to play it like this, or he's going to play it not with that control, and he's going to have crossed ankles like this. So it's not actually at your calf. If he's underneath it like here, with a reinforced foot, we can hit a knee bar. And again, so much of jiu-jitsu is a feel thing. You don't look behind you to see, has he crossed ankles? You'll feel, if he's L-shaping that foot, you'll feel it, his shoelaces in your lower shin. And then he'll reinforce it with the foot on top, and then he'll have a low knee shield here. Okay? So again, Carl's on the side, I want to flatten him out. Notice the way I'm on my insteps or my shoelaces, I just come up on the balls of my feet. I'm going to put my hands on Carl, and now from here, I lift my knees off the mat, and I'm starting to cut an angle. Watch what I'm doing with my left thigh. I'm going to shelf Carl's right thigh. Okay. Just relax 1 second. He's got a bend in it. I'm going to walk it this way and turn it up. That's what I want there. So then I can put knee bar pressure on. Up here. So I don't want Carl on the side, and I want to get this leg straight. So I'm going to use this thigh connected to Carl's thigh. I'm going to walk it this way, and then I'm going to turn it up. And I'm crossing my ankles. I'm going to put hip pressure above his knee, and then I'm going to have ankle pressure pulling up on his heel. So we're here. He's made that hook underneath my shin. He hasn't crossed his ankles. I'm on my insteps. I just come up onto the balls of my feet. This just gives me more mobility. And now from there, I'm just putting my hands on Carl. I lift my knees off the mat, and as I start to walk, my left thigh is shelving Carl's. I'm staying tight from here, and I just start to cut the angle. My right ankle is traveling down towards Carl's, and then I just reinforce it with my left leg. Right now my groin's sort of over his knee, and then I'm going to just put pressure with my groin pushing into his knee. Again, you need to have that ability with your thigh on his thigh, or he's going to try and turn his knee. Just takes a little bit of drilling. Whether you get the knee bar or whether you don't get the knee bar, if you just can't get the bite on the knee bar, it's going to give you the pass. So we'll do the knee bar again. So Charles got connection. He's got his shoelaces underneath my lower shin. He's reinforced his foot on top of that, and he's got a low knee shield here. Maybe I tried to bump my hips forward and get the home base, and it's not there. Come up on the balls of your feet, put your hands on them. I wouldn't put your hands on the floor until you're more and flattened out. And as I start to cut an angle, my thigh is already shelving his. I'm still walking. Again, my right leg is traveling down to his ankle. reinforced with the left, and then I'm just engaging with it. This time Kjar's going to turn his knee, and I feel I've lost the bite, and we don't want to be like fiddling all day trying to get a knee bar. He's opened his legs, which means it's passing time. Okay, so say we're in the position, I come up to my feet, I start to walk, I shout, and I get to here, and maybe Kjar's turned his knee back the other way, and I've lost that kind of profile. From there, my hands just come back, and I'm going to body lock his legs. Even if Kjar recrosses his ankles from this position, I'm just going to leg press and fill that space with my hip. Control. If he's winning that underhook, I'm already switching to this. Let's just get another angle on that. So, from our position, he has connection with his shin, okay, reinforced with his foot. Okay. So again, from there, balls of the feet's the first thing. I have more mobility on the balls of my feet than flat on my feet. Make him carry your weight. Start to cut that angle as I walk. Okay, we're looking to flatten him out. Right foot comes down. Okay, reinforce with my left, and then I'm driving in to hit the knee bar. If I lose that connection and Kjar turns his knee, and I feel I'm losing it, I'm just going to body lock his legs. If he hasn't recrossed, it's just a step out. If he has recrossed ankles, just a leg press. And then I go hip to hip, clamping with the elbow, and then have side control. Just one more time. Balls of the feet. Make him carry your weight. Start to shout. Flatten him out. I can put my hands on the mat now. Right foot travels down. The left comes underneath. Engage the knee bar. If I've kind of lost a little bit, and maybe Kjar got his knee turned back again, that becomes a body lock. And if he's not crossed his ankles, he'll just back step out. Control the hip.